Hello, today I will be demonstrating pulmonary ventilation with my 3D lung model. So the clear part around the lung model represents the chest cavity, and in this model the long straw up top represents the trachea, which branches out into two smaller straws which represent the bronchioles. And on those two smaller straws on the ends of it represents the lungs with the balloons. And on the bottom, the diaphragm is represented by this balloon on the bottom, which helps with the pressure inside. For context, pulmonary ventilation is the process of moving air in and out of the lungs. When I blow through the straw, it creates a positive pressure, which basically represents the diaphragm contracting, allowing air to get into the lungs. And as I blow through the straw, you can see the lungs fill up with air or inflate, and this helps get the air into the lungs. During expiration, when I stop blowing through the straw, the air just comes out naturally. So as you can see, this is where they are inflated, this is where they're deflated. See, there's no air anymore in them. When I stop blowing through the straw, the air flows out naturally, and the diaphragm relaxes and reduces volume in the chest cavity, ultimately pushing the air out of the lungs. Boyle's law is a major factor in this. It helps us understand the relationship between pressure and volume in the lungs while breathing. During inspiration, the volume of the lung increases, which results in a lower pressure. This allows atmospheric pressure to rush in and fill the lung up with air. The diaphragm and intercostal muscles contract to allow air to enter the lungs, and during this, the inspiration muscles relax, forcing the air to fill out of the lungs. Air flows when a pressure gradient is created. So pressure gradients go from high pressure to low pressure, and gas at a lower pressure in a larger volume, because the gas molecules have a little more space to move, so it makes it easier for air to get inside the lungs. Also, to mention about the lungs, as you inflate the balloons, or you pull air into the trachea, like this, it causes oxygen to rise up into the lungs or fill the lungs up, and releases carbon dioxide into the lungs. And that is my 3D model and how it demonstrates pulmonary ventilation.